Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of our Football Manager Road to Glory save here with York City, the save where we take York from the Vanarama Conference North all the way to the Premier League and beyond. In today's episode we've got an action-packed episode coming up for you with a game against Oldham in the League Cup and then our first game in League One against Wycome. We also have all the summer transfers to take you through. So if you are new to the channel, please leave a like, a comment in the comment section, let me know how I'm doing, and a subscribe would be very, very welcome indeed. So once again, it has been an action-packed summer transfer window so far. So much going on. I mean, I can't take you through every single one of these signings. I don't think we'll be here all day, so I'll do like I did last season and take you through the key ones. On the outs front, it's quite interesting. You'll see Dombrowski there, gone to Burnley for 500k. Now, Dombrowski was a punt to nothing I made last season. He was a 17-year-old that came up on the scout reports. He must have very, very high potential indeed, because a whole host of Premier League clubs were after him, and I had to let him go for that amount. But to be honest, 500k is very, very handy indeed. We've also got a 50% sell-on fee, so if he does turn out to be a world beater, we've got a lot of extra profit coming in too. Pietro Romano has gone out on loan to Torquay, and Stefano Civiatini, unfortunately, was a casualty of this summer. We just didn't. We needed to get rid of some of the older players. Some more should be leaving, I think, by the end of this week as well. So moving on to the ins, you can see it has been an absolutely manic summer. So again, Kieran Tarl is a developmental player, won't show you him. Danny Miller, I think, could be a good player. He's a prospect I picked up from Bath. I think he could be really, really good actually. He's a forward or a midfield player. Cameron Bloomfield, a prospect from the Arsenal Youth Academy there. Again, the key players, so Manuel Suter was a player I picked up from Liverpool, already valued 300k, so I think the game thinks very highly of him indeed. Potential ability 4-star, that was 5-star when I picked him up, so that can change, so you know you can get caught out unfortunately by that, but I think he's really good actually. He's got very good physicals, decent mentals, bravery, positioning, and okay technicals as well. I think he'll go alright. He might not be nailed on first team. In the centre of midfield, we also picked up Lee Dunn from Man United, our favourite hunting ground for youngsters, a 4.5-star potential youngster there. In terms of the key players, we got to Jake Kane. I think Jake is an exceptional pickup for us. So a valuation of 77k now. Potential ability 5-star potential. He's 20 years old, but as I say, I think he's a real good pickup. He could play box to box or a deep lying playmaker role. The roles we use in both of our systems. That I think he could be an absolutely key pickup for us. We got in, let's have a look, we got in a load of loan transfers. I'll take you through those when we look at the squad depth. We got in, let's have a look, Xavier Simmons we got in on a free, again a good potential player. I like the physicals on him. He's I think you may be familiar with him. I think he was a wonder kid last FM, certainly. Not so sure this FM, but his potential ability is good. Unfortunately, he prefers to play this position, which is a position I might well revert to this season at some stage. Let's have a look. Leif Davis is another pickup I'm very pleased with. He's the Leeds United young left back. Great potential. I've had him before on a lead save in the beta, and he was tremendous for me in that save. So really well-rounded left back. Valuation of 175k already, and we picked him up from a free. Jake Kane, I think we've spoken about Jake, and yeah, so as I say, you can see there are a lot here. Sam Greenwood, I think could be a really, really good pickup. Again, inverted winger over on the left-hand side. Again, a very, very well-rounded player indeed. Already has a valuation of 125k. So I think we've done really, really well. I am absolutely delighted, and I mean seriously delighted, with our loan signings. I don't know what happened towards the end of the summer in the last couple of weeks, but the loan signings really, really picked up, and I was able to get in some superstars for our team. So we got in Teddy Jenks, the player who I love. I think this kid is something absolutely special, spectacular. Look at those physicals. It's not very often you see attributes like that on a young player. That is really, really exceptional. Really good mentals as well. Perfect for a box-to-box player in on loan for the season. We've got Reece Devine. Again, I think he's a tremendous left-back. So our left-back position is well covered this season. We might have to lose the likes of Joe West and Muscat, who I'm trying to offload now. But Reece Devine is a tremendous player indeed. I mean, just so good for us. Again, from the United under 21s. Let's have a look. Who else have we got? Malcolm Boxall could be a tremendous loan signing again. Look at these for physicals. I got him from Brighton, I believe. Yeah, Brighton seem to be producing a lot of good youngsters this save. It's a team to watch out for. So yeah, look at this. I mean, mentals to die for, technicals to die for, passing, technique, first touch, decent physicals, 5-star already. And don't forget, with the way loans work on this version of FM, it's pretty easy to go back and reloan players. That's why this FM I like it a little bit more loaning in youngsters than I did in prior FMs. He could be a cover certainly for us, a deep lying playmaker, so we're well stocked in that position. Isaac Christie-Davis and Oliver Shenton will be leaving the club, and we'll be offloading those during this week, hopefully. Gary Ross is a player, I think, again, a tremendous player. Look at him. He's an advanced forward. He's going to be my striker this season. I'm pretty certain he's nailed on. I mean, he is absolutely tremendous. From the Tottenham reserves, let's go back to Gary Ross here. From the Tottenham reserve team, valuation around about $1 million he was valued at. So yeah, I think he's a tremendous pickup for us. And then Matt West, again, in case we need backup on the left-hand side. I wasn't too happy with our left wing. I think that's an area we did need strengthening, and I hope I have strengthened it. A lot to like about Matt West here. I think he's going to be a superstar player in the future, in the next few years. I think we're going to see him, develop up and up and up. But we will see that this season, whether or not he's got what it takes. I'll show you the squad depth shortly in the next screen. So taking a look at the squad depth here, you can see what I mean about having strengthened in all areas. I'm really happy, really delighted with this side. We've got Gary Ross or Luca Navarro up top, and then Viggers in behind. We also got a couple of youngsters in the youth setup there, which we can call upon. We've got Matt West on the left, or Greenwood, or Bars indeed can still play there. We've got Marcel Lewis, Jake Kane can play there. We've got our kid, Dale Mills. Now Dale, there was an offer that the board accepted over the summer. They kept, as the AI do, they keep coming in, they don't give up, they keep coming in with offer and offer and offer. I realised I made a mistake when I offered Dale his contract after the youth intake. I should have offered him a full first team contract. I only offered him a youth contract. I rectified that mistake almost straight away, but they still keep coming in, and the board accepted a 3.1 million rising to 5.75 million offer with instalments from Aston Villa, I believe it was. I protested. I threatened to actually quit the club if they sanctioned the transfer, and luckily luckily, they backed down. We've still got him, but you can still see he is still heavily wanted by a whole host of teams. That just goes to show you the calibre of this player. Also, as well, don't forget we've got Ascona who can come in. So I'm very, very happy with this position. Over on the right-hand side, we've got Bennett, who is a right winger after all, and not a left winger. We've got Berry here, who I got in on loan. Not so sure about Berry. I thought he would be a little bit better than this from the scout reports, but he's only in on loan, and if we don't like him, we don't have to play him. That's the joy of a loan deal. We've also got Cox. Box to box, we've got Teddy Jenks, who can play in box to box. He's going to be nailed on starter, I think. Deep line playmaker is going to be Galbraith or Boxall rather. Jake Kane is our backup box to box. So you can see what I mean when I say we're well stocked in the centre. Over on the left hand side of defence is going to be Reece Devine, 4-star player Leif Davis. Some of these, Joe Muscat, etc., may have to leave by the end of the summer transfer window. On the right, I'm looking to bring in another right-hand-sided defender. We've not strengthened in that area. There are a couple I'm looking into, so hold this space here. We will be getting somebody in that position, but we have got Egan Riley or more here. I think Nathan Dyer, somebody's going to have to lose out from our right hand side there. In the centre back position, we're going to go with Wiggett. We're going to go with Kalani. We've also got Lee Dunn and Sita. I'd love a left hand sided backup for Kalani, but such a thing is proving quite difficult to get hold of. Now in goal, I'm not quite as happy as I am with the rest of the team. We've got Slicker, who I think will do for this season. Stevens, not so much. Stevens is very much a backup these days. We had Marcus Dewhurst available on a free. I could not believe my eyes when I saw him. I thought, jackpot, we're going to get a classy goalkeeper, but he just wanted so much per week. I think it was like 8k, 8.5k that he wanted. He wanted to treat this club as a stepping stone, all those things, conditions that they put in to their contract. And in the end, I just thought, well, I don't think it's worth it to bring him in. So I am looking, searching high and low for a goalie. In terms of our club finances, I think we've done really, really well because of that Dombrowski transfer. I know a lot of people will say, oh, Webby, you're probably aware of that hack, that cheat. Well, to start with, I don't even know how to use it. I don't do that, that sort of side of things. It doesn't really interest me, that. I mean, if you wanted to hack Football Manager, there are plenty of other ways you can do it, so it doesn't really interest me to do that side of things. And secondly, honestly, you saw when the 250k bid came in last season for him that I rejected. So obviously he was a player with a heck of a lot of potential, but he really has saved our finances. I'm not sure what's going on with our finances here. We keep, as the seasons go on, we keep hemorrhaging our budgets. It keeps sort of squeezing out of the club. I'm not sure where it's going, whether it's the community stadium or what. Loan debts. I don't think we've got any loan debts for the club, but the chairman, luckily, as I say, I think he's a sugar daddy underwriter, so he keeps injecting cash into the club to help us out. Hopefully it'll sort itself out by the time we get into the championship, into the Prem. But on the flip side of that, it does mean that all my requests for improving training, improving the youth facilities have sort of fallen on dead ears, and they reject me out of hand. They do all the other stuff that I request. I'll show you my staff here. I'm very, very pleased with them. So you can see what I mean here. The board actually grant me any requests for staff and stuff that I want. I mean, just look, we're the best in, and we've been promoted, and we're the best in the league in terms of our staff. Look how many staff members we've got. I think that's pretty unusual for this level. I'm delighted with that, and with our scouting network here, our scouting system, some really good scouts. Could do with an improvement in our medical staff. I'll be looking into that in the summer. But I suppose we should really move on now. I could be talking about the summer for the next 2 hours. I suppose we should move on here and play our first game of the season in the Carabao Cup. So here we are then, everybody, to the day of the game itself. York versus Oldham in the Carabao Cup. I always used to call it the Haribo Cup. I don't know why I did. It was one of those stupid things you do. So here we go. This is going to be our lineup for today's match. I'm excited to see how Ross does, and West over on the left. Lewis in shadow striker. We've got, of course, Dale Mills on the bench there. Bennett over on the right. Galbraith, who can be replaced by, I think we want Boxall on the bench. I want to see what Boxall can do. Where is he? There he is. He's all the way down there. He's not fully fit, but I do want to see what he can do. So yeah, I've got him playing in the reserves there to build up match fitness. We've got Jenks as box to box. Can be replaced by Kane. Kane can do a little bit of everything. I love him very much indeed for that. Divine over on the left from Man United on loan. Ercolani and Wiggett at the back, and then Dyer over on the right hand side. Like I say, the right is an area we're certainly looking to strengthen. And then Kieran Slicker in goal. Are we happy with our bench here? I suppose so. I'm not settled on our bench or our second string yet, and because we strengthened so much, there's a lot of players looking at missing out. We're going to have to get rid of some of the dead wood, I think. Let's go to the dressing room and give the team talk. So here we are then in the dressing room. Let's give the team talk, and Charlie Oatway does his job there. I have faith in you. I have faith in you. I have faith in you. I'm really hoping this season for a good string of form to start off the season. I think, as I said at the start of last season, it really helps having form and momentum going in, into the chunk of games around Christmas sort of time, just before and just after. Really helps having that form. So a little bit fast, but we've got 2 games, don't forget, today to get through, so I'm going to leave it at that speed, I think. Galbraith. West picks up. West drifts past his man. Huge burst of pace there from West. Hits the stanchion, hits the crossbar. Goodness me, that West looks electric. In fact, I think I will drop it down the speed level just down by 1 notch, because I think it is a little bit too fast. Excuse me, everyone, I'm going to sneeze. So into the second minute now. Like I say, I mean, I'm not too fussed about the Haribo Cup. I mean, it would be nice, I suppose, to have a run. Good for our finances as well, but it's not certainly not number 1 on my priority. Jenks, keen to see what he does this season. Divine, going to be a big difference to us having attacking fullbacks. Our previous fullbacks were physical, but their technicals weren't that great. It'll be interesting to see fullbacks with good technicals. West picks up just outside the box, tackled. West picks up again. Galbraith. Lewis saved by Woods in goal for Oldham. Good signs early on. I mean, it's only been 6 minutes gone and we've had a couple of good chances here. Galbraith picks up, charging through. Ross scores! First goal for York. I told you that Ross kid is going to be amazing. And the thing is, with this FM, what you can do, I know a lot of people don't like it, but you've got to do what you got to do. I don't think it's an exploit. I just think it's part of the game. And you do see it in real life as well. What you can do if you find youngsters that you can get into your club on loan is that you can keep extending the loans. They often, even though the clubs say that they're part of their first team plans, you'll find later on in the season, in the summer, that they put them back on loan. So you can go back in and offer. So Ross certainly. I want to take a look at this Boxall kid as well. He's been very impressive for the England under 18 side. one of my favourite places to hunt regens, the under-18 squad. Ross, oh my goodness me, that kid looks electric. Ross, wow, wowee, if only he had some finishing, he would be lights out. That's something we can work on, but I am delighted so far with this. Into the 30th. Wow, this is good stuff, good signs. I mean, there is a danger, of course, with so many loan signings that you leave yourself without enough permanent players. Oh dear, what happened there? Daniels scores past Slicker. Yeah, I am slightly concerned about our defence. I'm not sure if we've strengthened enough. I'd have loved Dewhurst. I couldn't believe it. My eyes nearly popped out of my head when I saw Marcus Dewhurst available on a free. In the beta, he was England international keeper for years and years and years. He was for me in my beta save. Lewis, goal from Ercolani, lovely goal there. So you can see, I mean, this team brilliant going forward. Maybe not so good at the back. That's an area we're looking into. I've got a right back in mind that I've made an offer for, who should be coming in. We need to offload a few players, you know, get the wages down. But it's 2-1 to York at half time. Let's give the half time team talk. The team are delighted with that. We've got a lot of players, potential players to call upon on the bench. We have once again a lot of strength and depth. I think the tricky part of this season is going to be getting the balance right between our own players, the loan players, you know, the balance right of the personnel, and the chemistry is pretty important to get right. We're into the 64th minute. Let's make some changes now. Who do we want to see? I really want to see Boxall, so he's coming on. Why on earth have we got two box-to-box midfielders in that tactic? I need to look at that in the next week. I want Dale Mills. I want to see what he's got to offer. So he's going to play advanced playmaker in support, and that shall do for now. So confirm those changes and play the game. Yeah, Mills. I just hope and pray we can keep him. I think he's going to be something special, that kid. When you see sort of 20 or 30 Premier League clubs after your kid, you know he's going to be a superstar, and I really do think Dale Mills will be. I want to play Greenwood over on the left. He's a really good inside forward actually, so that's brilliant. He can also play up front, so that's where I'll play him inside forward, I think. I hope we are recording. Yes, we are. So it looks like it's going to be a win for York in our first game of the season. Good signs. A little bit worried about our defence. Dyer, Ross, Greenwood almost gets on the end of that one. A little bit worried about our defence, so I think that's something we're going to need to look into before the end of the transfer window. But overall, I'm pleased with that. So we'll hand over to assistant and we'll move on to the next game, the final game of this episode. Hello everyone and welcome to the day of the game, York versus Wycombe, our first game in League One. Hopefully we can get a win. It's always nice to get early points on the board. Taking a look at our side, we're going to go with Ross up front again. He pleased me last game, he was very good indeed. Greenwood as inside forward on the left, Lewis shadow striker, Bennett over on the right, Galbraith and Jenks in the middle, Divine, Ercolani. We're going to give Suter a try at the back, see what he's like. At right back we've got Dyer. We're still awaiting our right back on loan to come in. Quite excited to show you who he's going to be, but that will probably be next episode now. And Slicker in goal. As I say, I think I'm going to keep things as is. We've got so many players that I'd like to try. I'd like to sort of rotate in, see how they do over the next few games, but don't want to quite do that yet. Want to sort of get the ball rolling for the season, I think. So let's submit the team and give the half-time, the dressing room team talk. So here we are in the dressing room. Let's give the half-time, the pre-game team talk. Half-time team talk. The pre-game team talk. I have faith in you. I have faith in you, and I have faith in you. Hopefully, we can pick up 3 points here against a Wycombe side in the league. So here we go. Like I say, I mean, I'm very much looking forward to the season. I think we made some incredible signings. We might be a bit too reliant, on our loans, but I think at this level, when you're building a club up, when you're doing this kind of road to glory save, that's okay. Devine, Kalani, Galbraith, Bennett, Galbraith, one from range, Galbraith scores. I told you he's a cracking player, Galbraith. I saw that a fair few times last season. I'd quite like him to add a few more goals to his game. He's got a lot of competition now for his spot, whereas that wasn't necessarily true before. Lovely goal. What a pinpoint, precise finish that was from Galbraith. So early, good early signs from York here. I think we've got the makings of a good team. As I said last season, I thought with the squad that we had, I thought that we were kind of a mid-level, maybe pushing towards a playoff spot kind of side. But I think with the signings, the additions that we made, I'd be pretty disappointed if we weren't going for automatic promotion places again. Anderson. But once again, the level, has improved all the teams in this division. I mean, you got Blackpool, Bolton there, Leyton Orient, who came up with us, Fleetwood, Tranmere, Salford, Portsmouth. Big teams down here. Slicker with the save. Eves. So I think it's going to be a lot more of the case of they will score against us. We will have games with the odd blip here and there, much like we did last season. But I am hoping, that our class and our quality will see us through. We are recording, yes we are. I'm hoping our class and our quality will see us through this league. There's some decent early times. As I say, I'm a little bit concerned about our defence, but you can't. I guess you just can't strengthen in all areas. Might be interesting to take a look at the odds. What the odds are after the game. We'll do that. Oh dear, that was poor from Suter, I think it was. Devine on a yellow. Need to watch out for that. So we're coming in towards half time here. 1-1 at the community stadium. Oh yeah, the ground was expanded by a couple of thousand seats. I'm hoping that when we get to the Prem, the board will let us have build a new ground. Ross. Lovely goal from Ross. That was superb play. I love the fact that the shadow striker and the attacking forward, the advanced forward, are playing sort of in those channels. That's really nice to see. So Lewis picks up. I think he's tremendous, Lewis. I think he's very underrated in our side. And then Ross slides it past the keeper. Lovely finish from Ross. I think he's going to be a certainty. Unfortunately, I think that means the development of Ryan Viggers. I think maybe he needs to go out on loan, because I think we're going to keep Navarre around. I do like him. I know we said we couldn't get complacent, we couldn't be have attachments to the player, but Navarre is just my hero for this save. So, encourage the players, a bit of a morale boost. Yep. You weren't that bad, you weren't that bad, and you weren't that bad. Okay. Hopefully, again, we can hold on to this 2-1 win in the second half. Going to make some changes. I want to see some more players come in. I think I'm going to bring Kane and Mills on in the 60th minute. 64th minute, I think we'll wait to. Lewis with a free kick. Bennett. Oh, is that a goal? I think it was. Who scored that one? Galbraith again. Oh, he's playing really well today, Galbraith. He certainly knows, with the arrival of Boxall, Kane, etc. His place is under threat. Galbraith there. Lovely nod down by Bennett. I think this side is going to be very good in this division. I've got high hopes. Bennett, Dyer, Jenks, Bennett, Jenks on a yellow. He's coming off shortly, I think. Galbraith on a. Has he got a knock? He does have a knock. So I think we know our changes then. Yeah, let's do those now. So no hat trick today, unfortunately, for Galbraith. I think we're going to bring Boxall on for Galbraith. Why does it do that? Why is it? That is really strange. I need to look into that. I think I must have set some individual instructions and it's picked that up as a box-to-box. And then we're going to do Dale Mills into the Lewis position in support there. I think we'll take Jenks off as well shortly, since he's on a yellow. But I am very, very pleased with this. We are recording as we are, and my face isn't cutting out. I'm not leaning too far forward. Good stuff. Hopefully you can see I've been working, or trying to work really, really hard. Hopefully that showed last season. I know we experimented. Oh, Greenwood scores his first goal for the club. Sam Greenwood, lovely goal. Let's have a look at this again. I think Bennett deserves a lot of praise for the assist, I think. Galbraith plays it over to Bennett on the right-hand side. Bennett in his winger role swings it in. Oh, that is a lovely cross to Greenwood. I think Greenwood he's such a well-rounded player. He must have good heading. You can see he's tall as well, so he's going to be a threat there. Yes, I want to make the changes. What was I saying? I've lost what I was saying. Yeah, so as I say, we experimented. I experimented last week with the 12 o'clock midday uploads, which didn't really work, unfortunately. I got a lot fewer clicks from impressions than I would have done normally, or than I had been getting. Hopefully, it's not going to ruin what I had before, and YouTube will just pick up the fact that I'm now uploading again at 6 o'clock. But that is subject to change. As I say, the idea is to do daily content. That's my ideal. I'd like to get to 50 subs by the end of August. Oh dear, we've got this. Greenwood's got a knock there. That is a shame. And we don't. Lowe can play over on the left-hand side. He's so versatile. Lowe, he can play almost anywhere. He can play as a winger, you can see. But that is not ideal. That's a concern. Hopefully it's not a big one. We'll have to see that after the game. Like I say, I hope YouTube picks up on the fact that I'm now uploading again at 6 o'clock. And doesn't sort of punish me for trying a different time, because before I changed, I was getting a lot of impressions. Once again, thanks very much to the support from the content creator, Football Manager content creator community. You guys have done so well for me, so many thanks for your support. Let's go to the dressing room. 4-1 it was to York. Good result there. Let's go to the dressing room, give the half-time team talk. So I'm pleased with that. Hopefully that Greenwood knock wasn't too bad. Let's have a look, see what it says. Galbraith is out for 2 to 3 days. That's all right. Bennett on form. Praise Bennett's performance. Excellent. Let's move on. See this Greenwood. Okay, it doesn't look too bad. Otherwise we would have got a message, I think. Greenwood is out for 2 to 4 weeks. Not ideal, but not the end of the world. It's not like it's a 4-month injury or something like that. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed that match, everyone. As I say, I'll take a look at the schedule now, see what we've got coming up, and when we'll be back to you in the next episode. So let's take a look at the schedule screen here. You can see the results. 2 good results for us there. 2-1 win against Oldham in the League Cup, in the Carabao Cup, and a win against Wycome, a 4-1 win, convincing win. It was 2 against Wycome in the league. I think we're going to be pushing for promotion this season, or at least I hope so. Let's have a look at the schedule to see where we'll come back to you. I think we'll do our usual thing of playing a month or so. Actually, let's have a look at this fixture list here. Wow, okay, we've got Everton in the second round of the Cup, and oh goodness me, Portsmouth in the game after. So I think that's pretty certain that's where we're going to come back to you at. Everton, of course, a massive game for us, a massive test for us in the Cup, and then Portsmouth in the league afterwards as big of a test in a way. So that is awesome. 2 big games to come back to next episode. So hopefully you enjoyed the episode, everybody. Hopefully you'll see signs that the team is ready and raring to go for promotion this season. I think we're going to be up there. I'm pretty certain we will get promoted, but we will see. Let's not count our chickens and all that. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please leave a nice thumbs up down in the down below for me, and subscribe is always much appreciated. If I can get to 50 subs before the end of August, I will go on to daily uploads for everyone. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Thanks very much for watching, and have a lovely rest of your day, everyone.